Hi, honey. Well, I saw the test. She's pregnant.
Oh, hi. I didn't know you came home for lunch, Dr. Miles.
Uh-huh.
Am I interrupting something?
Oh, no. The lab report confirms you're pregnant, Miss Fletcher.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like I didn't know. I know you two must be upset, but just think of me.
Yes, we're doing just that, Miss Fletcher.
You called me Vickie yesterday. Sounds funny calling the girl your son's going to marry Miss Fletcher.
You know, Vickie, I really regret this.
What do you mean?
Well, not for the reasons you might think.
I don't understand you.
Well, Dr. Miles and I, well, we're just sorry that you're both so young and really not ready for this kind of responsibility.
And what are you trying to say?
Well, you're pregnant, and we'd want you to be happy and love you and really make you part of our family. We just wish it were different. For all our sakes, we wish it were different.
I wish it were different for all our sakes. I wish it were different.
Yes, I'm sure.
I do. I really do.
Oh, she's a slick one. Yeah, there's one chick that knows what she's doing.
I know, Lou. Not her. She's not his type.
Maybe not, honey, but she's got something going.
You know, Harry, what bothers me? There's no love there. There's no love between them. What are we going to do, honey? He's only 17.
Yes, I know. Well, one thing at a time, huh? What do you say we go talk to her a little more, huh? Come on.
Come in.
Vickie, we'd like to talk to you.
I thought we talked already.
I know you're not a child, and you're on your way to becoming a mature person. And I don't want you to think we're trying to treat you like a child.
Mrs. Miles.
But we'd like to talk to your folks, Vickie.
I told you I don't live with my folks. We aren't as tight as you are.
I think your folks would like to see you now, Vickie. And especially your mother. I figured that if we could talk...
Mrs. Miles, please, forget it.
Don't you!
Alma. I want you to look at me, Vickie. We're all from the same thing, whether you want to call it the ghetto, society's game, whatever. You, Mrs. Miles, me, we're all from the same experience.
What's on your mind, Dr. Miles?
Being honest with each other. That's what's on my mind. Being honest and realistic. I want you to take this.
No.
I want you to take this and go somewhere else, and have your baby.
Lou's baby.
It's your story.
That's Lou's story, too.
Now, I know you've had problems in your life, Vickie. At least this will help you get over this one.
It's not bad. Looks like somebody's, street address. Never seen so many numbers with a dollar sign in front. Especially something that had my name on it.
Well, we think we've done a pretty good job of raising Lou. We're not going to stand by and watch something he can't handle mess it up.
Like offering to marry you because he thinks that's the right thing to do. And it would be, Vickie, except that...
This could last me a year, maybe.
All right, Miss Fletcher, you want to do it the hard way, you better get yourself together, because that's what you're going to get. You're young and tough, but you got to learn. So we're going to fight you, and there's no way you can win. No way.
I'm marrying Lou. I'm marrying Lou no matter what, and you can do what you want.
that I want to tell you about.
Well, I want to know.
I got involved, with these people. Not bad people. Not bad people at all. But just...
You know you can trust me, Lou.
Yeah, I know.
You know her?
Oh, I'd say that. I'd sure as heck say that.
She's from New York?
Yeah. Joanne.
Hi, Lou. You must be, Joanne. Lou's told me about you.
Yeah, Joanne, this is Vickie Fletcher. Joanne Walker.
Hi. And you must be the great Lou Miles,
Ta-da.
who I just cooked the greatest meal for.
Oh, that's fine. Fine. Look, Vickie, would you do me a favor? Would you just kind of wait outside for a bit until I tell Joanne goodbye properly?
Yeah, okay. I'll see you, Joanne. Right. She cooked dinner for you? Does she live here? I've never seen her around.
Joanne.
She followed you here. You met her in New York, and she followed you here. She's all hung up on you, I could tell.
Joanne, things happen to people to make them change. Now, that's what I was trying to tell you about New York. And Vickie is one of those people that I met.
You're in love with her.
She's staying with me and my folks. And we're going to be married.
I'll do that.
Go ahead. You ought to get out.
Oh, how do you mean that?
I mean, you ought to get out and take a walk sometime.
It's cold out there.
Dress for it.
The clothes I have on.
I'll lend you something.
Hey, how come you're being so nice to me all of a sudden?
Because you're a woman, and you're pregnant, and you're living in my house. You should get some air. It'll help.
Oh, yeah, I will. Oh, I'm a mess. I'm really a mess. I thought you were supposed to glow when you're pregnant. Did you glow when you were pregnant with Lou?
Tell me something, Vickie. How does a smart girl like you get caught?
Oh, maybe I'm not so smart.
I think you are.
You're laying a lot on me, Mrs. Miles.
I think I know you, Vickie.
You don't know me. You know about me.
I know. I know.
Oh, how? Were you there? I mean, just how far were you from 137th Street?
Not far. Just around the corner on Lenox.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Quite a while. That's why I know what can happen to a girl like you.
Oh, yeah, you just might.
You're pretty, wouldn't you say?
Oh, sure, but it hasn't done me much good.
You know, years ago, a pretty girl felt, well, she could always make it through somebody else, right? But things have changed in Harlem. Pretty just isn't enough anymore, anywhere. You've got to make it starting with yourself. Your real self. Yeah. I know what can happen to a girl when she doesn't believe in herself.
How long were you married before you had, Cliff?
Cliff was born a year after we were married. Why?
That makes him an exceptional child.
Look, today I want to know something. Where's your father?
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Look, I've tried to talk to you about this before. I think you better level with me. We'll meet eventually, you know. You do have a family, right?
Oh, lots of family. I mean, we're just not very close or very related. Like you said, you know me.
Whatever family you've got, I know they want to see you and talk to you.
Oh, sure, you can all get together and take care of the baby.
Look, Vickie, I want to help you, and I want to protect...
Oh, you want to protect Lou. It seems to me Lou should have protected himself before all this happened.
Before what happened? Before what happened, Vickie?
Oh, my baby. I'm not having a child asking me, where's his father? Look, I know that whole scene, and I've been there, and it's really not too groovy. It's Lou's child. He's responsible for it. And if you feel responsible for Lou, then you can feel responsible for his child, too.
There are other ways of taking care of that responsibility.
Oh, like how, Mrs. Miles? Like, putting my child up for adoption? Well, who goes around adopting little black babies?
Black people have been adopting black babies for years, Vickie. People like my husband and me.
Oh, you'd do that. You'd really do that.
You said it was Lou's baby.
Yeah, it's Lou's baby, all right. And it's my baby, too. That's why Lou and me have to get married.
My father just left for New York.
Oh, what did he go there for?
Oh, now, what do you think?
Okay, what do you want to do?
Tell him.
Everything?
Everything.
Okay, that the kid isn't really yours, and the only reason you're allowing
Vickie,
this...
I don't have time for you to tick things off, and I said we'd tell him everything.
Hey, you're really eager to tell him all about that hit and run.
It was an accident.
It is a felony. And if Charlie dies, there will be a whole lot of rocks falling.
Don't you understand, girl? If he goes to New York, he's going to find out anyway.
You don't know that. I mean, let's say he goes to New York and he finds all about Vickie Fletcher. Well, that is no big thing. And he just might find out about Larry. But that doesn't mean he finds out everything. You want to get back in the good graces of your father, huh?
Now, what is wrong with that?
You want your daddy to trust and love you again, right? Well, I ain't got a daddy to trust and love me.
Oh, now, go pull that jive on a social worker. Now, my father knows something, and I've got to know just what it is that he knows. He talked to Joanne's father, and Joanne's father is a cop.
How cold is it outside?
What?
I said, how cold is it outside?
What's that got to do with it?
I'm going out. Your mother suggested it. She said, Vickie, take a walk. I had morning sickness, Lou.
Vickie, do you know what we're talking about?
We're talking about me and my baby, and we're talking about you and your father. And hey, Lou, you really ain't thinking. Okay, so let's say you tell him everything. I mean, you really lay it on him. You tell him all about that hit-and-run felony accident and that man lying in the hospital unconscious. Lou, you just lay it all on him. Now, just what is he supposed to do? Go to the cops and say, my son is a criminal?
Not if I tell him that I was just riding in the car.
Lou, you were driving. That's 2 on 1. And Larry will say the same thing if they pick him up. And I'll have to say the same thing, too, unless, of course, they can't make me testify against you because I'm your wife. Now, that's where it's at, Lou. Isn't it? Isn't it, Lou?
Did he call?
No, Daddy didn't call. Hey, let go of my arm.
What are you doing here?
Oh, your mother told me to take a walk, so I walked down here. She said it was good for my condition.
Look, I told you to stay by that phone in case my father called. Now, you can tell by the way my mother talks if he found out anything or not. Well, come on, get back to the house.
We're Siamese twins, you and I. Where I go, you go. That's Ruth. That's from the Bible.
I was going to tell him.
Oh.
Vickie, I was going to tell him everything.
Oh, you'd be a fool.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so, but it would have been better than this. I mean, air is better than dirt.
Dirt, huh? Hit and run, Lou. I'll stand up in court and swear it, and so will Larry.
As a matter of fact, I want you to call Larry. I want you to call him and tell him to come and get you wherever he is. Just call him and tell him to come and get you. It's his kid, not mine. I want out of this.
Out, huh? Hit and run, Lou.
I want out.
Hey, there's a man lying in a New York hospital in a coma. And he just might die, Lou.
Larry was driving. I'll tell him that.
Oh, why didn't you say that before? They'll ask you that.
But we were scared. Everybody was running. You know how it was when it happened.
It'll be Larry's word and mine against yours.
I'll tell him anyway.
I mean, why? Hey, just think, it's all so easy. You and I get married, and it's all over. Now, the other way, what do you have? A car you stole, a hit and run, and a white man who may die.
You would do it, wouldn't you?
You know I would.
Okay. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I get sick every time I think of what's happening between me and my folks. And if we can still talk together, when my father gets back from New York, I'm gonna tell him everything. Everything.
Whatever I've done in life before, I've never hurt anyone. I mean, I've never meant to.